Hello and thanks for joining us. This is The Word Now. We begin in The Hague, where the UN's highest court is holding historic hearings into Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories since 1967. The International Court of Justice will hear from 52 countries and 3 organizations on the legal consequences of Israel's occupation of the West Bank, Gaza and East Jerusalem. The week-long proceedings come as Israel continues its devastating war on Gaza. The following report looks at the first part of the hearing.
Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad al-Maliki spoke first in the legal proceedings at the International Court of Justice in The Hague. Mr. al-Maliki began his statement by saying it is an honor and great responsibility to represent the people and state of Palestine in the historic proceedings. Law professor Andreas Zimmerman took the floor after the Palestinian Foreign Minister. He began by saying there are no compelling reasons for the court to decline to issue the requested opinion, adding that the court's determinations are both urgent and relevant, given Israel's manifold violations of peremptory norms of international law, which continue and intensify on a daily basis.
The court's determinations are both urgent and relevant, given Israel's manifold violations of peremptory norms of international law, which continue and intensify on a daily basis. Mr. President, the Court clearly has jurisdiction to provide the requested opinion. The General Assembly is obviously competent to request the opinion in line with Article 96(1) of the Charter. Moreover, Resolution 77-247 was adopted by a clear majority and in full compliance with both the requirements of the Charter and the Assembly's Rules of Procedure.
Legal representative Paul Reichler told the court that it is crystal clear that under international law, occupation can only be a temporary state of affairs.
The applicable rule of law is straightforward. As Pictet wrote in 1958, occupation is essentially a temporary situation. This remains the law. In December 2022, the General Assembly, in Resolution 77/126, recognized that the occupation of a territory is to be a temporary de facto situation, whereby the occupying power can neither claim possession nor exert its sovereignty over the territory it occupies.
The hearings will be held until the 26th of February. After that, the judges are expected to take several months to deliberate before issuing an advisory opinion. While Israel has ignored such opinions in the past, it could increase political pressure over its ongoing war in Gaza, which has killed about 29,000 Palestinians since the 7th of October. Among countries scheduled to participate in the hearings are the United States, Israel's strongest supporter, China, Russia, South Africa and Egypt. Israel will not, although it has sent written observations. The hearings are part of a Palestinian push to get international legal institutions to examine Israel's conduct, which has become more urgent since the 7th of October attacks by Hamas in Israel, which killed 1,200 people, and Israel's military response. They also come amid mounting concerns about an Israeli ground offensive against the Gaza city of Rafah, a last refuge for more than 1 million Palestinians after they fled to the south of the enclave to avoid Israeli assaults. According to the ICJ, the outcome of the advisory opinion would not be legally binding, but would carry great legal weight and moral authority.